how to assess the value of your education. This is something that traditionally wasn't really that much of an issue, but it's become an issue recently, in recent times, because of the explosion of different educational credentials. Now there's all kinds of schools opening up that offer all kinds of new programs, certifications, diplomas, all this kind of stuff. And the problem is they're all new, and you don't really know, what is this thing? Is this something that's going to open doors for me? Or is it just a cash grab? Because let's face it, the problem is that anyone can open up a school and say, oh yeah, you need the education that I can give you here, and I'm going to charge you an arm and a leg for it. And this will open doors. Your career will take off if you only get this certificate that I offer, right? And the problem is you don't know if that's an empty promise. You don't know if that's all crap or it's true. So here is a way that you can try and find out. Now, I've talked about this before, okay? And this is what I'd recommend to anyone. If you know the name of a certification, you're wondering if it's used, if it's recognized, here's what you do. Go onto LinkedIn, okay? If you don't have a LinkedIn account, go right now and go and get one. And it's free, and it's nothing to be afraid of. It's just like the Facebook of business. That's all it really is. If you just leave it alone and don't get deep into it, it's fine. It won't affect your life. You won't be ensnared in the trappings of social networking. Go and get yourself a LinkedIn account. It's absolutely free. And basically what it is it's a glorified version of your resume posted out on the internet so people can see you and they can connect with you. So get yourself a LinkedIn account if you don't already have one. Incredible tool. Now, if you're on LinkedIn, here's what you do. You do a search for the certification or educational credential in question. So if, you're thinking of getting, somebody mentioned a PMP, Project Management Professional certification. This is, I don't think it's a license. I don't think it's recognized internationally. I think it's just kind of a thing that a group of companies got together and said, let's do this. So, it's out there in the world. Is it the be-all, end-all? Is it essential? You might have questions on that. If you want to be in project management, maybe you're thinking of getting this, but you don't know. So go to LinkedIn, go to the search box, and you're going to do a people search, okay? And you're going to type in the name of the educational credential, so PMP or Project Management Professional. And you're going to click search, and then you're going to see the results. The results are going to be individuals, people, okay? Now, presumably these are going to be people that have the name PMP or Project Management Professional somewhere on their profile, okay? So presumably these are people that have this certification or conceivably are studying for it right now, okay? You're going to go look at these people. When you do your search, what I find useful is to confine it to your hometown. So if you're located in Boise, Idaho, or someplace like that, confine it geographically to the city of Boise, Idaho. And what it's going to give you is going to give you a list of all the individuals that have PMP somewhere on their profile. Go and start looking at the results. Go and look at these people. Look at their profiles. Now, if they're all CEOs, they're all, very successful people in high places, and they've all got this PMP certification, that says, a lot in its favor, right? It's a lot of people that are working in these jobs have this. So presumably, if you get that certification, it enables you to work in those positions. It's regarded favorably. If, however, you do a search and you don't find it at all, nobody's got it, that tells you one thing right there. It's just not out there. It's not a thing that, people are requiring. If, however, you look at the results and you go to the individuals that have this and you find that they're all working at minimum wage jobs and nowhere do you find these people in higher level positions, that tells you something else. It obviously isn't this thing that opens a lot of doors for you. Okay, so just in like 5 minutes, you can get a sort of pretty good overview of how pervasive whatever educational credential is and what it leads to. Now, for the people that have it, you also can look at their profile and you can see their career path. Did they first get like a bachelor degree or something, some kind of certification, and then move on to this particular thing that you're wondering about? Or did they start with it? Look at the types of jobs that they've had, right? That can kind of tell you, okay, if you've got this certification, that maybe makes me a contender to apply for these positions, right? So you get a general feel for what this qualifies you for and how pervasive it is, how, it's actually out there in the real world or not. Okay, so that's what I want to say about that. That's a very good test. If you're wondering about anything, if this is like used or it's not, if it's well regarded or it's not, this is a great way to test that. You get real world results directly.